Hey, okay, that's better. I'm taking these.
All right, the YouTube is just setting up right now, so it should be going live shortly. All right, YouTube's up. I'm gonna hit the recording. Let her in. And I think, who are you waiting for? Anyone else?
Belinda, but I'm texting her now.
Oh, okay. Is that a woodpecker?
Yep, it's a woodpecker.
That's cool.
Does this every night.
Hi, Melinda. How are you? Face froze.
Yeah, I know. Unstable. But I like to be outside. I like to be outside.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to share. I found a link about drive-in theaters in Connecticut during the COVID, and it's from the Hartford Current, and I'm going to share it in chats right now. Should be there.
It's going the opposite way.
Yes.
Is this something we should be concerned about, Tracy?
No, it's just some information on how they're doing it.
Okay.
So I haven't heard back from Uncas Health yet. So that's just an idea. And I also don't know if it's going to qualify, because those are businesses and businesses can open. So I don't know if where we would fit, if it would be considered a social gathering or what they would consider it. So I'm waiting to hear that too.
Okay. We probably should start by calling to order, and then we can discuss whatever. I'm still waiting to load it, so I don't see anything yet. So
okay. Yeah, those are just things for thought.
Okay, cool. So let's call it to order. Right now it is 7:05. Make a motion to accept the minutes from last month. Anyone? Hello, can you hear me? Kristen's there.
Sorry, I will. I was trying to unmute.
Oh, Tammy coming in?
Yeah, I'll second.
Who's here?
Okay. We'll wait another minute.
We don't have anyone in the waiting room, so.
Oh, cool. Okay, so Kristen made a motion to accept the minutes from last month. Anyone second?
Tammy did.
Okay. There you are, Tammy. How you doing?
Good.
So old business pavilion. Not really sure what the old business was with the pavilion, but maybe it was on the agenda for a specific reason. Anybody have?
It is. Tammy, you can do your part, and then there's also Eagle Scout for Zelensky.
Oh, yes. That's right.
So
We
Tammy,
just, I guess, are you talking about the request to use it?
yeah.
Okay. So we had two different requests to use the pavilion. We talked about it, and I sent them to Tracy. One was the Republican committee, I believe it was, and then another was Quinnebog River Church requested to use it for outdoor service. And Tracy didn't have a problem with those, so I just asked them to fill out the field use form. And the church is going to provide insurance because they have insurance. So But I didn't know if we had to vote on these things, or that was my question to Melinda.
I mean, I
'Cause
think at this point, we probably
Yes.
should all stay in the loop, but Tracy, they can't use the picnic tables, right?
I think the question is with the social distancing on the picnic tables, if you go to any of like the state parks and stuff, all the picnic tables are taken away because of that. So,
So the church or whatever, they would have to either bring their own chairs or sit on the lawn.
yeah, or make
does-
sure they're spaced out enough on them.
Does that mean we have to
Okay.
remove the picnic tables in order to?
No, I
eliminate-
think that if they know that they can't use them, I think they'd be respectful.
Okay,
They could move them, right, Tracy?
Yeah, they can move them and
Okay.
space them out,
Yeah.
if you guys don't mind that.
no, of course not.
No.
I don't mind. Does anybody else mind?
Nope.
No.
I just asked them to leave it the way they found it. So, you know, if they move stuff, they could just move it back after they're done.
Right,
So that was the Quinnebog Valley Church. The other group was for,
The Republican, what is it? The Republican
Committee.
town committee.
committee in town. They have
Yeah.
a meeting.
so they have to bring their own chairs as well.
Yeah, or space out. I'll be at that too, so,
Okay, is that part of the use form? Will that language be in the use form?
Not.
We can just let them know via email when we when we tell them it's okay.
Okay, as long as you get a confirmation, you know.
Yeah.
if you want to come up with like extra COVID things for the use of the properties, just like general social distancing and stuff like that. People should know, but it might be something you might have to add as a COVID thing.
I think it's worth it to put something in writing anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, as long as we get confirmation that they're acknowledging our requests, I feel like that's okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think so.
okay, cool. So I guess new business now, all right, we can move on.
Do we want to make a motion to approve these guys?
Oh,
I'll make a motion to approve them using the pavilion.
I'll second.
Who was that?
Mark.
Mark.
Nick.
All right, cool. So new business. First thing is the 8th grade graduation. I think we all read the letter from Amy, what their plans are. I feel like it's appropriate. I did see Lamont just put out a statement within, I want to say, last couple hours, allowing graduation ceremonies to occur after July 6th. Is there any possibility they're going to push this past July 6th just to allow the kids to do their normal thing?
They want it June 15th.
They wanted June 15th.
Yes.
But that was as of last week.
They
Just-
still want it June 15th. I
They
just talked
do.
to Amy.
Okay, so you did get confirmation from that?
Yep.
On that today? Okay.
Yep. She's waiting
Okay.
for us to say yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I can't imagine anybody wants to drag it out any longer than they should, but yeah, I mean, let's discuss, I guess. I'm all for it. I loved their plan. I thought their plan was great. Personally, I liked it.
I do not recall what that is. I've had way too many emails and meetings.
Okay. So you will, I believe you have it, Kristen. I think you were
I'm
copying.
sure I do, but like I
Um,
said,
So should we go over that or no? It's only 2 pages. I can read it if you'd like.
or just a brief synopsis.
The ceremony will take place in Constitution Field on June 15th at 5 p.m. They anticipate 37 family vehicles, which accounts for split families. We'll begin parking at 4:15. All vehicles must be parked by 4:55 and will be promptly start at 5.
I do remember this now. Never mind.
Okay.
You're good.
I definitely believe
Now
you.
it's all ringing a bell.
Yeah, actually, it's only 1 page. Basically, what it comes down to is the kids will get up. The teachers and the staff will be up on the hill. Kids will get up and walk through, obviously 6 feet apart. They'll accept their diplomas. I think the valedictorian, the salutatorian are called for a short speech. I think it's only a couple of minutes. Obviously new microphones for each, and little awarding of diplomas and announcing monetary award certificates to some students as well. And that's basically it. It seems like it'll be there's not a lot of kids in the 8th grade, so it looks like it'll be relatively quick.
And
And
Jackie's very efficient,
yeah, it's really well put
very
together.
efficient.
Yeah, it's very efficient. Parents have to stay at their vehicles, et cetera, et cetera. So she has a usage form in for us, correct?
Yes.
All right. So at this point, do we need to follow the same like traffic criteria that you and Melinda, you and Mark put in our movie theater kind of thing? Should we, or are they handling that? Who's handling that?
I think, what's his name? Brian Kelly, the maintenance guy, is handling the spacing.
Okay. So we have no responsibility for any of that. Okay. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, that would be like, that's my only concern, is that no one goes rogue on the field, like with their vehicle, that there's someone somewhat directing traffic while on the field.
Well, if there's only one, if there's only one person, is it worth it for us to offer up some assistance, or?
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
be there. I'm going.
I'll be there
anyways.
too. My son's graduating, so I'll be there.
Yeah, but you should be there for your son.
Yeah, I didn't think we were, like, family was allowed beyond immediate family, but
I don't
I
think
wanted
it
to
is.
go.
I think they've already accounted for the vehicles, the extended or family members, split
Right.
families, et cetera.
I can walk there.
You can. And you can walk to meetings too.
I could. Now I don't have to walk at all. It's fantastic.
That's true. I think it's a great idea. I think they've put a lot of thought into it. I really don't have a problem with it at all.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the use of the field for BES 8th grade graduating class.
Second.
I guess what are we gonna do? Say no? What do we do? Say no? Yeah, no. They did put a lot of thought into it. That's pretty cool. All right, so moving on. Sorry, I have to a little slow on my phone tonight. There we go. So next up, obviously, is we had a little bit of a gathering to talk about the movie theater. We did a test on the FM transmitter. We did a test on the projector as far as depth is concerned. We have a plan for a screen construction, and we have rules put together, which Mark and Melinda spent a lot of time on. Thank you guys for that.
Wasn't
You
that
guys did-
Yeah.
wasn't that much? It really was.
Was it? Well, just take the thank you, take the gratitude, and move
Okay. Okay.
on. Well, it's nice that you guys did that on your own time. I appreciate it.
I appreciated all the all caps words. Do not do that. Do not do that.
I did have one one critique of it, and it was the miles per hour. I think we should do like 3 miles per hour, not 5. Because when people see
Yeah.
65, they want to go 75. When they
Yeah.
see 5, they want to go 10. If you put 3, then they'll want to go 5.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool. All right.
I'm gonna fix it right now.
Okay. That's my only critique of the whole thing.
Oh,
Hey,
can
that's
anyone clarify? So, like the original document that Melinda and I were working on, I think they had a typo in it, and I don't have the document in front of me. But
I
basically,
do.
it said something like parking lights.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Is that like a thing, or is it called something else?
Well, parking lights are just the orange lights.
The orange. Okay.
So low beams are your low beams. Parking lights are
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
orange lights.
Okay. Okay.
So if we
Or
park
the-
them, if we park them before it gets dark, shouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And then low beams on the way out is fine.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would hope that I think the timing should be appropriate to get them in there before it gets dark.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
that would help us. It would help everybody park. I think it would stop the chaos a little bit, if you will.
Yeah. Yep.
Even though there's only 50 cars allowed, it might limit the amount of chaos of parking people,
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know? So
Yeah.
say we'll play the sunset. We set a date. We'll play the sunset. We'll get them in there a half hour before. After sunset, forget it. You're done. You know.
Yep.
Are we doing like first come, first serve, or are we doing like some sort of reservation, even though it's
No,
not
I think
paying?
we planned on parking like the bigger, larger vehicles in the back. There.
Saw that, yeah.
Back to our little test run. So from, I'll say, estimating the spot from where the projector would be just about the pitcher's mound of the ball field. From that point, you can park cars. We measured back about 210 feet, and they can still pick up the frequency. So that's quite far. We put some paint marks on the field so you can kind of measure. I think it'll fit 50 cars, no problem. So our plan was to park the bigger vehicles in the back. I mean, I know Voluntown's got a lot more trucks than most towns, so we may have to kind of play that by ear, but park the smaller cars in the front. Mark said he can do a topo,
Yeah.
a topographical picture, satellite, whatever, Google Earth, and then do like superimpose a parking spacing
Like
that accommodates the 6 feet apart, that our social distancing plan. So that's our plan. We can fit 50 cars in there, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, just real quick, the article that Tracy added in the chat, it mentioned it was 10 feet spacing per car, right, Tracy?
Yeah,
Okay. But again, I think we shouldn't have any issues accommodating 50
No,
cars.
Definitely not.
So.
Definitely not. So, okay, so I'd like to do we need to make a motion to accept the rules? Because I like the way the rules are written. I like what you guys did along with your.
We still have to wait to hear back from Uncas because they might have additional rules they want to put in.
Okay.
Right, Tracy?
yeah,
Okay.
or suggestions.
Yeah.
So at this point, we kind of table our rules. We can't really set a date because we don't know when we're going to hear from Uncas, correct?
Right. I should hear from him soon. I spoke to him yesterday and I sent him more stuff today.
Okay.
And I haven't heard from him. He's probably going crazy with all the graduation
Oh, I'm sure.
stuff. So
I'm sure.
So we can-
How quickly can we get a license?
I think it's about a week, so it's a pretty quick turnaround.
How long is the license good for?
So it's just good for
One
a
day.
day. Yeah, you get a rain date as well, but it's just one day.
So we tell them we want to show the movie on this day. It's good for that day, and then a rain date only.
Yeah, so it's more of like one use. Like if we had to change the date, that wouldn't be an issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So do they send us the movie, Mark, or do we?
They can. I think it's like, I don't know, $10 extra, so it's probably not worth. Yeah.
No.
we
I
can-
probably have most movies you want to show.
Yeah.
You definitely have Goonies.
I do. I confirmed that. The one we were watching was not my
Oh, that wasn't?
personal one. No,
Oh,
but I
okay.
do have it.
Okay. Did we even is everybody agreeing that Goonies is a good movie to show, or what? Does anybody have any other ideas? Jaws.
I have lots.
Jaws probably isn't a good one, right?
Probably not.
No,
Okay.
probably not.
Twister,
And
you know.
We
All right.
we
So-
could do it. It's a little tricky because it would be better if we had a date in mind, but we could make like a Facebook post and do a vote. The only risk with that is that then we're putting the word out there
Yeah.
that there's going to be a movie, so we kind of then have to like follow through with it.
I would say probably don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's a good idea, but it might raise more attention and
Yeah.
invite a lot more people than we can probably handle.
Yeah.
Maybe we trial run the first one, and if we do well, then maybe we'll do it again, and
Yeah.
see if the FM transmitter goes further and park more cars if we can.
Yep.
All right, so we probably should put some, Mark, are you pretty familiar with this licensing thing?
Yeah, I can do that. That's
Okay.
easy.
I can look through my movies and give you guys a list of what I think is appropriate,
Okay,
and we can vote.
Yeah.
Should we post something on Facebook asking if the residents are interested in a drive-in movie?
I think we should spring it on them.
Okay.
Mm,
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's I'm assuming that it's a pretty safe bet that we'll get 50 cars. So
Mhm.
And how are we paying for the licensing? Are we using that account that's not frozen?
That's kind of the plan, yes.
Okay.
We can do that, right, Tracy?
Yeah,
Okay.
And Tammy, I owe you money still for the whatever you purchased, right?
I think we kind of discussed it. We're gonna just take it out of that other budget,
Okay.
which reminds me I have to submit the receipt.
All right, so I guess the last thing is screen construction. I actually made some notes previous to this meeting, other than what I usually do. Screen construction. So I think we should, I guess, wait to hear from Uncas, see when we can set a date,
mhm.
and then maybe we put together like a little impromptu get together and either discuss the construction of the screen. Anybody's opinions are definitely accepted there. We'd love to hear from anybody who would like to do it. Mark and I kind of talked about how we could do it. I've got hardware, I've got lumber, I've got tarps for a back screen to block out the street lights. We did some measurements. So the screen would be 20 feet wide by 11 and a half feet tall, which is kind of big. And we'd have to set it up about 6 feet off the ground in order to get the proper view from. We did a little trial run, so that it worked out very well. Belinda was way back about the 210-foot mark. She kind of eyeballed what the top of a car might be. It wouldn't be crazy. Some ladders, some hardware, some 2x4s, and then we'll use the ice skating rink tarp and just make sure it's taut and we don't have a windy night,
Yep.
I guess the big driving force here is waiting to hear from Uncas, right?
Yeah, to see when you can start.
Yeah. So Tracy, anytime you hear back from them,
I'll let you know right away.
yeah, and then we can kind of set a date and get moving with this. I
Mhm.
think it's a cool thing.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So
Yeah.
we don't have to have a special meeting to get together to do the building of the
No.
screen.
No.
No,
This would be like setting up the ice rink.
yeah,
It's just, hey, Friday night, let's do it. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah.
Show the movie Saturday night and move on. So somebody made a suggestion about t-shirts.
That was me.
That was you. Okay.
Or even if we don't have them printed, at least we wear orange shirts so people know that we're the ones that are to go to.
Yeah. I mean, I can get traffic cones if necessary. It would be helpful, I think. I'm sure the town, the maintenance guys
have
are probably willing to give up some traffic cones for us for the night.
Yeah.
Basically as just like a feeder to get in the gate.
Yep.
Then I think we could handle it from there. I'm willing to do traffic. No problem.
Yeah.
I've done it in the middle of Hartford. I'm not afraid of that. So it's, but
I do like, I was just gonna say, I do like the shirt idea though.
yeah, absolutely.
It makes us look, more put together, and like Melinda said, it identifies who to go to if there is an issue.
I think we all need rec commission t-shirts anyway,
I agree. And like Tammy said, I think they're going to probably be like $20 each, but I mean, we'll use them again.
Yeah.
So Belinda asked if we had a recreation commission symbol or emblem or something like that.
We have a logo.
We have a logo.
Mhm.
What does it look like? I don't even know. Been on this commission for 7 years. I have no idea.
Got an eagle. What
On
else,
the
Melinda?
It's on the Facebook page, I think.
Yeah, it is.
What's Facebook?
I'll send it to everybody.
Okay. So let's everybody get with Tammy and give her a size. I have a guy who can do t-shirts. I will call him if we have sizes with the logo. I'll have them made.
Can you request Gildan t-shirts?
Yeah, they're a little softer, aren't they?
I love that. I love that brand.
Yeah, I can request it. Depends on how much you want to spend because he's going to give me 100 different variations.
Okay.
So do we need to just vote on the cost of everything so that we don't have to have another meeting?
Well, how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think Tracy, you should get one too. 6, 7, 8. We'll reach out to Belinda, get her size. So that's 10. We'll say we get 10, and everybody send their sizes in. I will send the logo to my contact, and we'll get a price. I don't see them being more than $15 a piece, $20 a piece.
And then we have to factor in the cost of the movie
Yep.
and the cost of hardware. You said nothing for that?
Don't worry about the hardware or any of the lumber. It's not a big deal.
All right, so Mark, how much was the movie? Like $450?
Yeah, yep, that sounds right.
So 450, 200.
Say 450, say 750, not to exceed 750. We'll make it work. If there's a little balance, we'll take care of it.
All right. All right, I'll make a motion to, we can spend up to $750 on everything for the movie, set up t-shirts and actual rental of the movie.
A second.
What we're putting the DVD in,
It's a projector.
is it,
It's a Blu-ray.
it's a Blu-ray? Okay,
Oh,
because
okay.
I have a lot of Blu-rays, so that's what I wanted to know.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry,
Okay.
Kristen.
Well, because that will play a regular DVD, so I have to make sure I make my list accurately. Goonies may not be available from me
I actually think I might have it on Blu-ray, but I'll
on
look.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, I might.
Okay, so I think maybe Uncas is the driving force, like I said. Hear from them, and then we'll kind of make a plan. Just kind of via email, we'll contact each other and figure out what's best for everyone and move forward.
All right, so do you want everybody to email you their size t-shirts?
Yeah, you everybody send me their size t-shirts. And I'll get a couple different variations, send them back to everyone, and you guys pick. You want your names on the front? Might
No.
cost a little more.
I know.
Because I'm just thinking the logo, on the chest.
Okay,
And do you want to do like staff or volunteer on the back or,
I like volunteer.
because we really are, we're not.
We're rolling into our tricentennial year, aren't we? So volunteer on the back would probably be appropriate, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. This is exciting.
Yeah. Hopefully it works out, Tracy. It sounds like a great idea. I think the biggest unknown here is if the wind is blowing like 20 miles an hour that night, we might be in trouble. So we're gonna have a couple of sails up there, Okay. Does anybody have anything else with this? No? Speak up.
Well, we don't have a budget anymore, so we don't have to talk about that.
All right, no more budget. Correspondence. Does anybody have anything for correspondence? Nobody's been to the town hall lately, huh?
Oh, I sent out a meeting invitation for CCM is doing
that's
a
right.
meeting for rec fields and stuff. It's free, so anyone, any number of you that can do it, can just sign up right from the invitation I sent you.
Mark made a good point, though. It's during the work
Yeah.
day.
I can
Yeah.
I
try
won't
to
be
do
able
it.
to.
I can try to do it.
Yeah.
because I'm gonna try to be on there too. And they usually have, even if sometimes if you sign up too and can't make it, they'll send you the presentation too. So
Okay,
you can do that too.
that's good to know.
But I was gonna try to make it too, so I'll forward anything.
General discussion, anything? Anybody have anything else? Everybody doing okay?
Courtney, are you in your house yet?
Yeah, well, I'm at mom and dad's now, but
Oh, come on. We need
Well,
a
they-
tour.
I left and they have no computer, so
Ah.
come save the day.
Good. Anybody have anything else?
Mike, I met your brother,
Which one?
the twins.
Oh, did you?
Well, I met what are their names?
Danny and David.
I think I met David because he lives on Ross Hill Road Extension.
Correct, yeah.
I met him and then I saw the other one because it looked just like him at Patchogue, and they all kind of look like you.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all I got.
Well, good. I'm glad everybody had such good feedback. Thank you for your time. I hope this works out. Tracy, thanks. Let us know about Uncas
Yeah.
ASAP if you could.
I'll touch base with Patrick tomorrow and see if he has anything.
Think
Okay.
the state has any kind of guidelines that we need to go by?
That he would have that. He's our health director for the area, and he would have it if they did. So
Okay.
the thing is, they probably don't. So
So maybe if when we do hear from Uncas, if there is anything like crazy that we need to like follow up on, we should probably call together maybe a special meeting for that, based on whatever their language is and their requirements. Just everybody kind of be aware if we need to. She'll send it to us. Tracy will send it to us, read
Yeah.
through it. If we need to call a special meeting, maybe we should do it just to kind of, expedite this process a little bit. So I guess just be prepared,
and
Yeah.
we have plenty of masks at the town hall for volunteers. So if needed, we have them. So you don't have to get any.
Thank you.
I did just think of one other thing. The issue of batteries, like vehicle batteries, potentially dying. That was mentioned like on the
That's
rules page.
That's a pretty good point, Mark. Very good
Yeah.
point.
Everyone bring your jumper cables.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
pretty
I
much.
have a power pack from my work truck also. So if need be, we can use that.
Okay.
I'll bring that. Everybody bring their jumper cables.
Yeah. Yeah. The original document that Melinda and I worked off of, they had mentioned that. Did you get it from like a drive-through, like
Yeah, I don't
permanently
even remember what
established?
site
Yeah.
I got it through, but
Yeah.
That's a
But-
really good thought because
It is a good thought.
That's a really good thought. Chances are
Yeah.
somebody's gonna have a dead battery somewhere. Yeah.
Especially because, I mean, we're using the FM transmitter, so people are going to have their vehicle on for, hour and a half, 2 hours.
but they could bring a radio, right?
Oh, that's true.
So we can put that in there.
Yeah. Yeah, we should encourage that. Bring a portable radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do people even have those
I
anymore?
know. That's what I was
Oh, I
thinking.
have one.
Like, who has radios?
I have one.
There's an application, isn't there?
Oh, that's true.
That
Phone
might be
app.
good.
something.
Yeah.
It's something
Yeah.
radio, and like you can set it up with your Bluetooth, plug it into your car, and you don't even have to use your car. Whatever that radio app is, I've heard of it. That anyway, whatever. Maybe
We
somebody
should figure out what that is so we can tell people that.
What is it?
I'll look into it.
So we can offer portable radios, whatever you're talking about,
Yeah.
just
I'm
as
sure
I
there's a couple apps, I'm sure.
Yeah, there definitely are.
Dial into whatever station.
It's killing me now. I have to find it. Right here. Yeah, there's free radio apps for iPhones, whatever. Yeah. TuneIn Radio, is that it? TuneIn, my tuner, whatever. Yeah, there's plenty of free ones. You know, they're pretty easy to get. We can encourage that when they drive in, say, hey, you know, it's a free radio app. Check it out. You don't have to use your car.
Yeah.
You know.
Perfect.
All right, cool. Anybody have anything else?
No, sounds good to me.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All right, great. Tracy, just let us know. We'll get
I
moving.
will. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.